Hello everybody, Multi-Holsters coming at you, www.multiholsters.com. My email address is multiholsters@yahoo.com. Just wanted to come at you today with the H&K series that I have. As you can see, I have the Blue Practice training guns, and I use these for molding my holsters. And as you can see, if you're wondering what all the tape and dowels and everything connected to the gun are, that's what I have to do to make these fit right. The actual blue guns are just when they dry in the process, they shrink just a little bit, a couple thousandths of an inch, and I'm trying to make the holsters as true to the actual weapons as possible. So they are a perfect fit when they come to you. But wanted to feature the H&K series that I have. I do have the H&K P30, H&K 45, and the H&K 45 Compact. So I do have these three as molds at this time. And basically I've got three different style holsters here. These are pretty much some of my most popular ones and the most asked for ones. And if I can go over each of them with you and kind of educate you on how I do and what I do and why I do, you know, that way if you're looking for a holster for your H&K, not a problem. Now all these weapons are obviously able to accept a light laser. They all have a rail on them, and I am a holster maker for light bearing or laser bearing guns with special needs and that kind of thing. I do a lot with Veridian. I do a ton with Crimson Trace and a couple other brands, but a lot of times if I get in trouble and I don't have that particular laser, everyone has been wonderful. If they want a holster, they ship me their laser. I make the holster for them and ship it right back. So with enough being said about that, let's go to the holsters. The holsters, all the ones that I have, and everything that I make is made out of .08 Kydex. I also do Holstex, which is the new product out by knifekits.com. They do a couple of different colors. Holstex comes in carbon fiber, comes in a clear, what they call Mirage, comes in a glossy black. Really cool stuff. All the clips that I make, if they're attached on the inside the waistbands or outside the waistbands, everything, all my clips are made out of .125. I don't make them out of anything less. Basically what that is, it's a quite a bit of a, it's a thicker material from what I make the holsters for. The .08 is actually a very good material. It does not collapse when it's inside the belt line, inside the waistband. It does not collapse, so you can reholster it quite easily. But nonetheless, I try to incorporate 100% of the trigger guard. I do, in almost all of my holsters, I incorporate some type of retention screw, so you can adjust it to your liking. You can make it a little bit looser, a little bit tighter. That is one of the things that I like to offer. I also offer a body shield, sweat shield, bodyguard, whatever you want to call it. And that actually acts as two purposes. First one is obviously keeping perspiration away from the gun and keeping the gun away from your body. The other thing is when you go to reholster it, it also acts as an index, putting along the body shield, sweat shield, and it makes itself in without pinching a bunch of skin. I know I've done that on a number of times. But basically, that is an inside the waistband. The person I'm making these for, he is right-handed. He has all these guns. He wanted a different holster for each one, and he wanted them with a straight draw. Now, of course, I can make it what we call an FBI cant, which is just a straight, a little bit of a canted degree, about 10 to 15 degrees. So instead of the holster being worn like this, it would be worn a little bit canted forward. But this is the inside the waistband. Once again, I'll do my retention test, but the blue guns are not a real depiction of the weight of a real gun. And it's going to be kind of hard to do an actual retention test unless you have the actual weapon. These are pretty decent weighted weapons, especially loaded, and it's not going to really be doing it much justice unless you have the real thing. But nonetheless, you can kind of see what I'm doing, what I'm putting out. This is the inside the waistband. Has a little bit of a clicking. See if I can do this. And once again, that is for the H&K P30. Next one up is an outside the waistband OWB. Has integrated belt loops. So basically, the belt threads to the back of this. The body of it is made out of .08 Kydex once again. Retention screws, straight draw, body shield also. This is for the larger frame or the full size 45. And once again, a little bit of a locking mechanism. But the nice thing is, if you wanted to adjust the retention, you just tighten these screws down. It's really all you need. On the top, I try to flare it out so it is easier when you go to reholster it. It's flared out over here. This notch here allows for a full grip on the gun, but also makes it ride so this is a fairly heavy weapon when it's loaded. And if I put the point of gravity down a little bit lower, it's going to become too top heavy. So I try to keep the weight of it up so it actually is somewhat as centered as much as possible. But that's the outside the waistband pancake style for the full frame 45. And last, this is what I call the multi-holster. This basically is a 2-in-1 style holster. I offer two different sets of hardware that I give you with this type of holster. The first one being hard belt loops, and these are attached through the eyelets with 4140 Chicago style screws. And these can be adjusted up or down if you'd like. You can also adjust them for a little bit of a cant, one high, one low. It also has a retention screw, body shield, and I also have some clips that I have. This way obviously is an outside the waistband. So this is kind of my modular holster. If you take these clips off by unscrewing the Chicago style screws, I provide you with clips to be put on the face of it, and now it's an inside the waistband holster. So this is actually like a dual purpose inside the waistband / outside the waistband type of holster. Can be worn either way. And I pretty much wear this style almost every day with some of my other weapons. Very, very comfortable. Works out very nice. Gives you the flexibility to have inside or outside. But this is made for the 45 compact. Once again, a slight clicking mechanism. Flared at top for ease in reholstering. Curved to follow the contour of the body. And that's pretty much it. Of course, I also offer, this is my personal hybrid holster. I do hybrids. I do pocket style holsters. Obviously not for these larger weapons, but for the small pocket guns. I also do a tuckable version. Do mag holders, doubles, singles. Also, I'm real big obviously with the lights and lasers. So if you are looking for a holster, especially since I'm featuring the H&K family here, feel free to drop me a line at multiholsters@yahoo.com or visit my website for ordering, colors, selection, styles, all that good stuff at www.multiholsters.com. Thanks for watching, and hope to talk to you soon.